Hi everybody, it's Lyn again from Lyn's Crafts. I just thought I'd come back with a little update on the pieces that I did during the tutorial. So here is the cabochon. I've just put the glaze on it, it's still damp. But it's been sanded with the three different grits of sanding block. And then buffed. I just have it's actually an old Delta Airlines napkin, cloth napkin, and I've actually got two of them. This one's the coarser. This is the coarser of the two, and I've heard people say they use denim, like if you got an old pair of jeans before you throw them away or whatever, cut you off a square and use that, things like that. So here's the other one, and it's a much lighter, finer napkin, and I just do the last final buffing out with that. So here's my styrofoam block that my hubby mounted on a little base there for me so that I can hang beads when they're drying, when they've got the glaze on them. This piece right here, let's see if I can back up a little bit. There's my bracelet. Love it! Thanks, Beth! This piece has been through the first two sanding grits and has not been done with the third sanding grit or buffed. I've sanded to get most of the protruding bits of glitter out, and I'm going to tell you that this particular glitter of the 4 different kinds in that shape jar was the toughest to work with, and not that it was hard, but the little moon shapes that are in it, the little crescent moon shapes. Let's see if I can see one in particular. Like right there. Where they would turn the other way, the points would stick out. So that required a little more sanding than any of the other pieces that I did. Those little moons. So I'll still have to final sand and buff that. These two, right after I got through with the last video, something in my head clicked, and these have embossing powder in them. Did the exact same technique, rolled it out, sprinkled some of the embossing powder. I actually just took my palette knife and got a little on the tip and sprinkled it. And it turned out looking kind of almost zebra striped. I didn't make it very solid. And then I threw some of that star glitter on there just a little bit, and then rolled it up and did the same thing. This one has been through every process except for the glaze. And I did that just to show you that you don't have to glaze them. You can polish them and just use them like that. This one has been buffed with the coarser of the two cloth napkins, but not the finer one. So it really has a good stone, polished stone look to it. The other piece that I made out of that same clay, I did not buff. This has just been through the complete sanding regime and not buffed at all. And as you can see, it really does have a very stone-like look to it. It almost just looks like I picked it up out of the yard, and even to my fingers it feels like it. And I was going to say that when I'm sanding and polishing, that's my gauge for how smooth it is. You really would be amazed at how much you can feel just running your dry thumb. Make sure your thumb is dry and not sweaty. And you can really feel anything that's not smooth or even under your thumb. So there's that. I think I've covered everything, and I'm going to go crazy now. Trying different embossing powders in there. My first instinct was to do the metallic ones that I have, but then I just got these, the black sparkle and the poly sparkle, and I believe the other one's the holographic. And I'm going to try those! Fun. So, I'll probably, when I use this, buff it and glaze it, but I figured I'd just show y'all what it looks like with nothing done to it. I could surprise myself though. So, alright, there we go. End of that one. Anything else, any questions, feel free to come back and ask. That's it. I will holler at y'all later. Bye now.